Hey guys, Laurel here. It's been a while. I've been away for quite some time. I just guess I want to tell you what's been going on. This is going to be the new update video. Currently, what's been going on is I left for quite a while because my mother got sick. She got really sick and she had to go to the hospital, and she was in the hospital for about a week. I pretty much had to force her to go because she was literally in bed for several weeks, not eating, not drinking, and pretty much worst case scenario is if she continued on that path, it would have resulted in death. So I pretty much had told her, look, you're going to the hospital and you have no choice. So I had taken her to the hospital and she spent a week in there. She had found out during that week that she has kidney disease, which, come to find out, it runs in the family, which she now keeps track of by eating properly and drinking lots of water. So that's under control for now, as long as she continues to do those two things. She also found out that she had a rather large, they said it was about a melon-sized, I believe, cyst-looking sized thing in her stomach, because they weren't really sure exactly what it was until they took a biopsy of it. Well, when they took a biopsy of it, it came back as cancerous. So they wanted to take several more tests, and unfortunately those all came back as cancerous as well. So this technically would have been the third time she had cancer, because she had cancer twice, once before I was born and then once when I was 5 years old. So I was really worried and I was stressing out because my anxiety and my levels were through the roof. I was getting really worried, I was scared. The last thing I wanted was to lose my mom. So I took time away from the channel. I also took time off of school. We'll get to the school part here in a little bit. So I got really afraid when it came back that it might be cancerous. My mom didn't want to tell me at all, actually. She wasn't going to tell me. But I sort of had this feeling that that's how it came back. Even though she didn't tell me, I kind of had this inkling feeling that, they had already told her. And she ended up telling me anyways, because I I asked, but she told me she was gonna lie to me. I was like, geez, thanks. But, she tried to tell me not to worry, but of course, I'm gonna worry. That's just, unfortunately, how I am. And that's how my anxiety is. I worry about everything. I can't help it. But she ended up getting a date to go to Durham, because I do live in North Carolina. I don't know if I've told you guys that before. I believe I have. So that's about, from where we live, about a 3-hour drive. So my dad had taken time off work so that he could drive her up there, because we weren't sure how long she would need to be. So they had planned it out to where if it was only going to be one night, then, they'd go up there the night before, they'd stay the night, he'd take her in the morning, and if she was only going to be in there the one day, then she'd come home the same day, depending on if they found any more cancer or not, and, all that. Or if she'd have to be in the Durham hospital for, several more days or not. She ended up only being in there the one day. She came, she went through the recovery room. I ended up having to call my dad to find that out because he didn't call me. I ended up worrying and freaking out all day long, not knowing what was going on. But it was, it happens. My dad's not normally one for calling, even though he said he would. So I had to call him so I could relieve some of my stress to find out what was going on. So come to find out that when they took the cancer out, or took the cyst out, it actually was not cancerous like the tests had shown the several times that they had, taken the biopsies, which is really strange. But I was happy that, it actually was not cancerous. So that happened. I think it's September was the beginning of September was when that happened. More recently, last couple of months, I've been really depressed. My anxiety's been crazy. My medication for some reason hasn't been working like it's supposed to. And I finally got to see my doctor again on the 4th of November here. So I finally told him that I was tired of faking, that I was no longer going to put on a happy face. I pretty much have hit the rock bottom yet again in my life, that I'm tired of pretending to be happy and to be normal and all that when I know that I'm not, that there are things wrong that unfortunately I can't control. So I explained to him that I haven't been sleeping very well, and the medication that I was on, that I'm still on, wasn't working up to par like it should. So he bumped up my medications, and he put me on a new medication as well that should help. So hopefully all that will do better. I've been on that for a couple of days now. I'm still a little irritable when it comes to certain things, so that's okay, I guess. Next on the list would be school. I kind of, after I took the absence from school with the stuff that went on with my mom, I was gonna go back, and I tried, but then I kind of, when I was going through, the depression there and stuff, I kind of found a real lack of motivation to go back to school. So I never did. And the last few months I just never went back to school. So I pretty much stopped with trying to go back to school. I'm going to try to attempt to do other things. Maybe try to bolster the YouTube channel here to do things differently. I want to try to do more videos like I was doing when I initially started the channel, instead of, doing some and then kind of collapsing with, my moods and stuff. I know I have my daughter, but she's gotten, she's 2.5, and she's gotten a bit older to where she's more occupying herself now, to where I can do things and get work done that I need to get done without her constantly wanting to attach herself to me like she did when she was, younger. I know she's still young, but she's not constantly wanting to, be held or climb on me. She can actually play or, watch a movie, do stuff on her own. And she'll take a nap and stuff too, so that'll help when I try to do stuff in the middle of the day as well. So pretty much for this update, that's pretty much, I believe, all I have. Living in the new house here with just me, her, and Tifa, our cat, has been good, I guess, for me. I mean, it's been a little bit of a struggle, trying to make sure that, you know, we have what we need and everything, but, you know, it's life. It happens. Thankfully, you know, I have help, so no need to worry, and I'm getting better each day. Not that, you know, what I have will ever go away. That's why I take the medication that I take. But hopefully now I'll be able to start a better schedule, and I'll be able to upload videos and actually do the stuff I need to do. So I hope that you guys will start to watch my stuff more and, you know, leave a like, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Love you all. Lori out.